Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, and ladies and gentlemen, here is the two-time gold medalist from Flint, Michigan, a three-weight division world champion, and an undisputed women's 154-pound champion of the world, Clara Shields. Fighting out of the blue corner, and now from Bergen, Norway, introducing an undisputed welterweight champion of the world, known as the First Lady, Cecilia BRAEKHUS.
And there's the bell for round one. That jab scores. She catches and counters. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Well done with that counter shot. Not a lot of defense here at all. There's a counter shot. They exchange punches. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
She scores with that counter. Catch and shoot. That uppercut can't get through. Just missed with that hook. Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Here we go, it's round two. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
A perfect counter shot. The straight right just misses. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Clarissa Shields is in trouble. Down goes Clarissa Shields.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you okay?
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick.
Just box her. Be smart. Get your shot.
See that again.
I need to see that again.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, you don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to figure this one out. She has got to bounce back in this round after that knockdown. No doubt about it.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head through.
She wasn't ready for that counter. An uppercut does not score. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
They have got great ring IQ. Counterpunches are the best.
How about that time counter shot? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Nice counter shot. That counter shot lands. She misses with that jab. Swing and a miss with the right hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. Only catching air with that hook. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in. The bravery being shown here is just incredible.
Midway through the...
Oh, my goodness, Johnny. And Cecilia Break is now on the brink. And right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Good counter punching. Beautiful count. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. There's the bell to start round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Her stamina is off the charts. Punch, counter punch. What a shot, and down.
1, 2, 3, 4, and we continue.
fight on. Not sure about this one.
Oh, she knows now. She can smell blood. She's just not got to get trigger happy. Be smart with the shot. Be sneaky. Pretend you're going to go for someone else in the body, and then boom, let the shot in again. Be smart.
Halfway through the round, and I think she knows she's losing this round.
It's that ever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
These two fighters are made for one another. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Can't land that jab. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. The game plan changes after that big knockdown.
I love the response though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Big, deep breaths.
On to the 6th round. So she's back in her corner, Johnny, but you got to believe this is just a calm before the next storm. Her opponent is going to swarm her again as soon as that bell rings.
What a knockdown. 1 minute.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? This is not where Cecilia BRAEKHUS wants to be. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Shields is down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
That is illegal. Nice idea with the hook, but that's blocked. Nice counter shot by her. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Good shot there, down she goes. Let's see it again one more time.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Here we go, it's round 7. You can see the look of frustration in the corner. She was so confident heading into this fight, but that last round seemed to knock it out of her. She's got to figure out a way to turn the momentum around.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes on the building ring, the fights like that.
Considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. So apparently the referee deems it's not that serious, and this fight moves on. The perfect counter lands. The straight right just misses. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. The straight right just misses. And that is that. It is a knockout. What to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
You're right, Todd. What? Knockout victory. That is Todd. Did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What